Well, hello, it's me, the Dakota Kai guy, and today I'm here to bring you my Money in the Bank predictions. It's been a while since I've done a prediction video, so I'm just going to get right into it. The first match, probably the kickoff show, the Usos versus the Mysterios. I feel like that one's a little obvious. The Usos kind of have to win, you know, the whole bloodline thing going on, I feel like is going to head in that direction. I think the Usos are going to pick up the victory and subsequently become your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The next match, probably the match to kick off the actual main show, I'd presume would be the women's Money in the Bank match. That has like Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, Natalya, Tamina, Naomi, and Asuka. I feel like the only person with legitimate cause to win this match is Liv Morgan. The only other person I really think have any sort of chance is Alexa Bliss, but I don't see that happening. So my pick for that one's going to be Liv Morgan, just because Liv Morgan, she seems to be getting a lot of attention recently, and, you know, it seems like she's going in the direction of a push. So I feel like winning the Money in the Bank briefcase is a good startup for that. The next match, probably the other tag team match, AJ Styles and Omos versus the Viking Raiders. Now, this one, to be honest, could go either way. I feel like it's a very 50-50 match. I think a lot of people are expecting Omos and AJ to retain, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Viking Raiders won. But despite that, I still believe AJ and Omos are going to retain because, yeah, I don't know. I just don't see a reason for them to drop the belts. I mean, like, what direction would they go in next? Would they focus on Omos? Or would, like, AJ's already done everything? So that's why I feel like they're going to retain, and the tag team division isn't really established yet. They seem to be focusing on it a little bit more, but as I'll touch up upon when we get to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, they keep putting their single star or their tag stars in fucking single matches, and it makes no goddamn sense. But the next match, I don't even know what the fuck is on the card. Okay, right. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship. As much as I'd love to see Charlotte Flair win to set the IWC ablaze and wreak havoc upon the Twitterverse, I feel like Rhea Ripley is the obvious choice here, and I'm not 100% certain on that choice, but if I had to pick between them, I would say Rhea is retaining. I really, again, I don't know what direction they're going to take it in afterwards. It's a mess. It's a big mess. We'll leave it at that. But then we have, I'd probably say Bobby Lashley versus Kofi Kingston. This feud's been built up really, lightning. This feud's been built up really well, I think. And to be honest, usually I'm not a fan of Kofi matches, but recently he's really been putting in the performances. And again, they're putting tag stars in singles matches. Why is a tag team competing for the world title? I don't know, but that's where we are. Nonetheless, it's been a good feud at least. The storytelling's been fantastic, but I mean, of course, Bobby Lashley's retaining. I don't think anyone genuinely believes, as much as they might want Kofi to win, I don't think anyone genuinely believes that he stands a legitimate chance. So, yeah, Bobby Lashley is retaining over Kofi Kingston, and I mean, it's been a fun little storyline, but it's clearly not what one of the big storylines that they're gonna have Lashley drop the belt in. Then the men's Money in the Bank ladder match: Ricochet, Morrison, Riddle, McIntyre, Owens, Nakamura, Rollins, and Big E. I feel like Big E is going to win. I feel like most of the people in that match have a legitimate threat, but I feel like Big E is going to win purely because I feel like he's going to be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns, which will feed into Roman Reigns versus The Rock, which will be the main event, or at least one of the star matches on the WrestleMania card. I've thought about it a lot, because at one point I was going to do a video on how I'd fantasy book the main roster post WrestleMania, since a lot of the stuff was just in complete fucking tatters, you know. And one of the things I was thinking was, like, Roman Reigns, where's his feud gonna go? Who's he gonna drop the belt to? And I feel like with the briefcase, that's a very good way to do it. Not the cash in successfully. I think Roman will, like, you know, get a disqualification and you know, retain via DQ and make the briefcase a waste, and then that'll, like, lead to The Rock showing up and calling Roman out, and that'll kind of filter in, and then, like, The Rock could be, like, the special guest referee in a match or something in, like, a steel cage, and then he rock bottoms Roman, and Big E pins him to win the Universal Championship, and that feeds into Roman versus Rock, and that whole thing. That's how I pictured it in my head, and that's why I think Big E's gonna win. But I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Rollins or Owens or anyone else won, but I feel like Big E has to be a heavy favorite, because, again, they split up the New Day so he could be a single stars and pursue the world title. So at the end of the day, why not give him that little push, right? It seems like he's finally out of the IC picture with Apollo. He beat him to qualify for the match, so maybe it'll continue after the pay-per-view. But again, I feel like he's going to win the briefcase, and I feel like he's going to be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns. So let's hope I'm right, because I think that's a really great idea. And then the main event, Roman Reigns versus Edge, which again has just been a fantastic story. But again, does anyone really believe? Well, I mean, people probably do believe Edge is going to win. They believe Edge was going to win at WrestleMania, which was just ludicrous and unrealistic. But yeah, I feel like Roman has to be the obvious choice here. He's not dropping the belt. Again, I feel like this 100% has to fucking end with Roman versus Edge at Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania. And I don't see any other outcome. So I mean, Roman has to retain. Again, whether he gets disqualified or something and Edge wins via technicalities, I don't know. But Roman Reigns is retaining his title, and he's going to main event the show because Roman Reigns loves to be the main event because he is the tribal chief and the head of the table. So, that being said, that was a very quick round of predictions. I hope you could keep up with me, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any feedback or whatever, you can always feel free to comment below. And, like the video if you enjoyed too. That would be very helpful. Share and subscribe. And thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. I'm now realizing I said I'd touch upon singles, I keep fucking messing it up. Tag stars being in singles matches when I start talking about the men's Money in the Bank briefcase match, which I completely forgot about and didn't do at all. So, yeah, they got Morrison in there, they got Riddle, they had Orton in a qualifier too. It's like, what's the point of having people in tag teams if you're just gonna put them in singles matches? Like, that completely just disregards the tag team division, and it's like, what's the point? It's annoying. I made a video about it before. It's the last video on my channel, a quick little 4-minute rant. It's just nonsensical. But I mean, nonetheless, all that aside, it should be a great match, between the flippy stuff of Ricochet and Morrison, whatever sequences they can put together. It'll be a fun match. And like I said, I'm pulling for Big E. I really believe he's going to win, and I'd like him to win just because of the little fantasy scenario I've had in my head for a while. But yeah, we had the first SmackDown with fans. This Money in the Bank pay-per-view is going to be the first pay-per-view back with fans. We're officially, bar WrestleMania, because now fans are going to be attending every event, which is pretty cool. And it was a very good SmackDown. Finn Balor appeared. That was a surprise. I was pleasantly surprised by that. Tegan Knox is on SmackDown now. How could you not like it? Fucking Tegan Tempo is what I'm talking about. Listen, trademark that shit. It's going to go fucking viral, all right? Tegan Tempo is where it's at. Fuck Tony Time. Nobody cares about that. All right, it's all about Tegan Tempo, okay? But now, SmackDown's been fun. I look forward to seeing what comes in the near future. I think there's some good stuff that could happen. They just need to start fucking focusing on their tag teams a little bit more and not just throwing them in random singles feuds for no reason. But I digress. Once again, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy.